Hello dear students, welcome to chemistry classes, and in this class we are going to discuss one of the important rearrangement, that is pinacol-pinacolon rearrangement. Pinacol-pinacolon rearrangement, and this rearrangement can be defined as the rearrangement which involves an acid catalyzed conversion of 1,2-diols to aldehydes or ketones. Pinacol-pinacolon rearrangement can be defined as the rearrangement which involves an acid catalyzed conversion of 1,2-diols, which are also called as vicinal diols, to aldehydes or ketones. Then what do you mean by 1,2-diols? These are the diols in which the OH groups should present on the adjacent carbon atoms. The diols in which the OH groups are presenting on an adjacent carbon atom can be called as 1,2-diols or vicinal diols, and these diols are, when catalyzed by acid, undergoes dehydration to form aldehydes or ketones, and this conversion is called what? Pinacol-pinacolon rearrangement. And here I am taking one example to explain this rearrangement. CH3 C CH3 CH3 OH OH, and this one is an 1,2-diol. Here the OH groups are presenting on an adjacent carbon atom, and when it is catalyzed by an acid, it undergoes a dehydration to form a ketone. It undergoes a dehydration to form ketone with the loss of molecule of water, and this conversion of 1,2-diol to a ketone in presence of an acid as a catalyst is called pinacol-pinacolon rearrangement. And here we can use diluted sulfuric acid as a acid catalyst, and the IUPAC name of this molecule is 2,3 dimethyl butane 2,3 diol, and its IUPAC name is 3,3 dimethyl 2 butanol. But in the year of 1860, a German chemist Wilhelm Fittig named this molecule in common as pinacol, and this one as a pinacolon. Therefore, the rearrangement is named as pinacol-pinacolon rearrangement. Pinacol-pinacolon rearrangement is the acid catalyzed conversion of 1,2-diols to aldehydes or ketones. Okay? And this is the reaction, and here we can write mechanism for this reaction. CH3 C CH3 C CH3 CH3 OH OH, and the first step involves protonation. First step involves protonation of these any one of the hydroxyl group, and here the proton is coming from the acid. Proton is coming from the acid, and this proton will add to any of these two OH groups, and protonation takes place to give oxonium ion CH3 OH OH2, and here this oxygen with 3 bond is getting positive charge, and this molecule is called oxonium ion. Oxonium ion means the oxygen with positive charge, that is oxonium ion, and this is the protonation. And in the next step, dehydration takes place, means the loss of water molecule takes place. This oxygen with positive charge will drag this bonded pair of electron towards itself and eliminate as a water molecule, and it forms a carbocation OH C CH3 CH3 plus, and this carbon with only 3 bonds is having positive charge, that is a carbocation. And the next step is 1,2 shift, and here one of the substituent from this carbon will migrate to this carbon. One of the substituent from this carbon will migrate to this positively charged carbon, and this shifting or the migration of the substituent will be initiated by the migration of one of the lone pair of electrons present on the oxygen. One of the lone pair of electrons present on this oxygen will migrate to this carbon oxygen bond, and this carbon will shift one of the substituent to the carbon, and which will form CH3, C, double bond O, H, and this oxygen is having only one pair of an lone pair of an electron, and it will have a positive charge because it is having 3 bonds, C, CH3, CH3, CH3. Now once again it is forming oxonium ion, and last step is deprotonation, that is loss of proton, and this oxygen will drag this bonded pair of electron towards itself and remove hydrogen as H plus, and here we will have CH3, C double bond O, C, CH3, CH3, CH3. This is a pinacolon, and this one is a pinacol. This is the reaction mechanism for the conversion of pinacol to pinacolon. Students, once again I am explaining the mechanism. First step involves protonation, and the proton will come from the acid, and this proton will get attached to any of these two hydroxyl group and forms oxonium ion, and the next step involves dehydration, that is a loss of water molecule, and the oxygen having positive charge will drag the bonded pair of electron towards itself and forms a carbocation, and this carbocation will then bonded with one of the substituent present on this carbon, and this shifting is called 1-to shifting. On this shift will be initiated by the migration of one of the lone pair of electrons which are present on the oxygen atom, and it forms an oxonium ion, and this oxonium ion undergoes deprotonation and forms the final product, that is a pinacolon. And in exam they will ask this one for 5 mark. There we have to write the definition, example, and the mechanism for that example. Okay, and now I will discuss some of the examples for this pinacol-pinacolon rearrangement, and the first one I am taking the same which I have discussed in mechanism, that is pinacol, and its name is 2,3 dimethyl butane 2,3 diol, and this type of diols are called what? Symmetrical diols. These type of diols are called symmetrical diols because these two carbon atoms are having same groups. Okay, therefore these are called symmetrical diols, and in these type of diols the first step is protonation and addition of H plus, and in the symmetrical diols protonation can takes place on any of these two OH groups. Protonation can takes place on any of these two OH groups, but in unsymmetrical diols, the diols of this type CH3H, C, CH3, CH3, OH, OH, and its name is 2-methyl butane 2,3 diol. Its name is 2-methyl butane 2,3 diol, and this one is unsymmetrical diol. And in unsymmetrical diol, the protonation will takes place on that OH group which will produce more stable carbocation, See here, after the protonation and on dehydration, carbocation is forming, and in unsymmetrical diols the protonation will takes place on that OH group which will produce a more stable carbocation, because these two OH groups are attached to the carbon atoms which are having different environments. And here we have two possibilities. The first one is the protonation of this OH group. I will write CH3 H OH C CH3 CH3 OH2. This OH group is getting protonated, and after dehydration here it is forming CH3 C H C CH3 CH3 OH plus. And another possibility is there to protonate this OH group. There we will have CH3 CH OH2 plus CH3 CH3 OH. And after dehydration, that is the loss of water molecule, we will have CH3 CH plus COH CH3 CH3. Then now tell me, in these two carbocations, which one is more stable? Which one is more stable? This one is more stable as compared to this carbocation, because here two stabilizing groups are there. Two methyl groups are there to stabilize this one. Here only one methyl group is there to stabilize this carbocation. Therefore, this pathway is correct. I mean, the proton will get protonated to this hydroxyl group, Then now in unsymmetrical diols, the next step after the protonation, the next step is what? Migration of or the shifting of any one of the substituent presenting on the next carbon. But in symmetrical diols, both the substituents are same. Here both the substituents are methyl groups are there, and these groups can migrate. Any of these two groups can migrate to this carbocation. But in unsymmetrical diols, the groups are different, and here which group will migrate to this carbocation? Whether the hydrogen will migrate or the methyl group will migrate. And here this migration of the groups to the carbocation can be judged by migratory aptitude. Migratory aptitude for a particular substituent depends on its electron donating capacity. If that group will donate electrons more easily, then that group will migrate. Okay? And the migratory aptitude for the different groups follows a series. This is a hydride with H minus, and this one is aryl and alkyl. If hydride and aryl groups are there in a given molecule, then hydride will shift preferentially than the aryl, and if aryl and alkyl groups are there in a given compound, then aryl groups will shift preferentially than the alkyl group. And in aryl groups, the aryl groups with electron releasing groups, will shift or migrate more easily or preferentially than the aryl groups with electron withdrawing groups, and which are more preferentially migrating than just phenyl, that is aryl group. But in alkyl, 3-degree alkyl groups will migrate more easily than the 2-degree alkyl groups, and 2-degree alkyl groups will migrate more easily than the 1-degree alkyl group, which will migrate more easily than the methyl group. Okay? This is the migratory aptitude for the substituent. Then now tell me, in these two, which group will migrate to this carbocation? The hydride will get migrated to this carbocation, and hence here we will have CH3C double bond O H C CH3 CH3 H, and therefore in this case after dehydration we will have the product CH3 C double bond O C CH3 CH3 H, and its name is 3-methyl 2-butanone. About the nomenclature we have discussed in last class only. Okay, 3-methyl 2-butanone. And here I will take another example, PHCH. PH means what? C6H5, that is a phenyl group. OH C H CH3 OH, and its name is 1-phenyl propane 1, 2 diol, 1 phenyl propane 1, 2 diol, and this on acid catalyzed undergoes a dehydration and forms an pinacolone. And now tell me, the protonation will takes place whether on this whether on this OH group or this OH group. And we know that the protonation should takes place on that OH group which will produce a more stable carbocation. Then in these two, which one carbon will produce a more stable carbocation? This one. This carbon is attached to a benzene ring, and we know that the benzene ring is having 3 pi bonds, and the pi electrons can be easily localized, and the carbocation can be easily stabilized by the benzene ring, and it is having only methyl group, okay, and the product is PH C H H C double bond O CS3, and its name is 1-phenyl propanone, 1-phenyl propanone, okay. And I will take another example, PHC CS3 OH, and its name is 1, 2 triphenyl propane 1, 2 diol. This on acid catalyzed undergoes a dehydration, and now tell me, this protonation will takes place on this OH group or this OH group. Here the protonation should takes place on that OH group which will produce a more stable carbocation, and we know that the benzene ring, PH means what? Benzene, which is already having 3 pi bonds, CH3OH, and now tell me, if these two carbons are forming a carbocation, which one is more stable? This carbocation can be stabilized by 2 benzene rings. These benzene rings can stabilize this carbocation by the delocalization of 5 electron. And hence the positive charge can delocalize over the benzene ring, and here this type 2 benzene rings are there, and here 1 benzene ring is there and 1 methyl group is there, and we know that this methyl group can stabilize this carbocation by conjugation effect. Hyperconjugation, that is no bond resonance. Here this bond will disappear and this bond will migrate towards the positively charged carbon, that is hyperconjugation effect. And we have studied that resonance effect is more favorable than hyperconjugation effect. Therefore, the protonation will takes place on this OH group. Then on dehydration, in these two groups, which group will migrate to this carbon? According to the migratory aptitude, hydride, hydride is having more migratory tendency than aryl, then alkyl. Then here our benzene group, this is a benzene group, it is an aryl group and it can migrate instead of alkyl group. Therefore, here we will have PHC, C double bond O, CS3, and its name is 1, 1 triphenyl propanone, 1, 1 triphenyl propanone. Okay, students, in unsymmetrical diols we have to keep in mind 2 points. The first one is protonation will takes place, protonation will takes place to that OH group which on dehydration will produce more stable carbocation. In unsymmetrical diols, the H plus will add to that OH group which is producing a more stable carbocation. And the second one point we have to keep in mind is migratory aptitude.